Welcome to Character Chaos Tournament number 8. I am your host, the Slorg. With me, as always, co-hosts Lord Comet.
Yo.
And badmrpumpkin.
Hi.
Character Chaos Tournament. Fictional tournament which pitches random characters from pop culture against each other in a battle to the death. We pull them randomly from a hat, have them battle each other, and nonsense comes from that. Comet, it's all yours.
As you wish, my lord. One intro incoming. This is the Character Chaos Tournament with the big cheese known as the Slorg. And there we have epic things coming from a hat to destroy each other. Gotta love it. Mr. Slorg, all yours.
Awesome.
What'd you think of that one? That's
Now,
called from it's called Epic Sax.
Epic sax.
Yeah.
Hot sax. Anywho, it's been a while, guys. It's been mostly my fault.
Yeah, it's all good. Time flies when you're having fun, you know?
I went and had a vacation. That was awesome. Fishing vacation. Caught me some fish. Almost got pulled over off the boat. Pretty groovy. During that vacation, I know I still have it somewhere, but I have lost the original Character Chaos Tournament hat. I don't know where it is. And that is sad. So now I have a backup hat, which is a white Nike dry fit hat, Featherlight. No! But it is not the original. However, a new hat is not the only new thing that's going to be going on with the Character Chaos Tournament. We're going to be having a new format next time we go around. Maybe with some animations. There's going to be some editing changes, stuff like that. It's going to be more of a arena type setting. So as opposed to just discussing the battles, we'll sort of be describing the battles as they take place. And if I can get the animator on board, that would be awesome. We'll see. Anywho, this week, or this month as I should say, we have some characters that are ready to go. I will announce them first, and then we'll have them battle. This week, we have Bucky Barnes from Marvel Comics, originally Captain America's sidekick, who later became the Winter Soldier. We have the Mad Hatter.
I'm sorry to laugh, but that's hilarious.
Mumra.
The ever living.
We have MMA lightweight champion George St. Pierre.
I wonder who suggested that one.
We have a Soggy from the Captain Crunch commercials.
I'm sorry.
Beetlejuice. Good old Beetlejuice. General Robert E. Lee. Dr. Evil. The Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. That's that creepy thing with the eyeballs in its hands, if you haven't seen it. Yeah. Butters from South Park.
Oh, Lord.
Homie the Clown from the old In Living Color series, where Jim Carrey got a start.
Uh-huh.
And Lou Albano as Mario.
We're having a dead man in the Character Chaos Tournament?
Is he dead? I don't know. Well, we've had... General, he's dead. There's a lot of dead people in the Character Chaos Tournament.
Beetlejuice is
And
dead
more
too.
of them. Yeah, and more of them are going to be dead after we finish. Of course, just as we start, my daughter comes out, and I want a drink. All right. You guys discuss the characters real quick while I get her a cop. I'll be back.
Lovely.
I think that Beetlejuice is gonna win.
Uh-huh.
He's undead, so you can't really stop him. He's a ghost.
Go, Beetlejuice, 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 and he's dead.
No, you just send him back to the other world.
Well, it gets him out of your hair for a while, at least.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Figures out how to come back.
Well, this'll work.
The lightsaber wouldn't kill him. It would just...
Was that your Schwartz?
Yes, my Schwartz is as
the
big as
Schwartz
yours.
is strong with him. You know the Schwartz means... That means black.
Yeah, it does. It's German. Schwartz. Alrighty, so let's get this going underway. We've got the first two characters ready. I've pulled them out of the hat. And in round one, we have Lou Albano as Mario versus Bucky Barnes.
Hello, it's me, Mario. Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. Lou Albano as Mario. He really doesn't have any special powers. He makes really bad one-liners during the Super Mario Super Show that he appeared on. He can do the Mario, which is a dance. He can dance. That's a plus. And we've got pretty much nothing else that he can do.
Wasn't he a wrestler?
Yeah, that's true. He was a wrestler for a short time, so he can wrestle.
Yeah.
And we've got Bucky Barnes. Now, Bucky, if he hadn't been brought back, I would say that Bucky would probably die.
Yeah.
But Bucky did come back to life, and he got a lot of training from the Soviets. He's skilled in assassination. He's skilled in pretty much any sort of firearm, stealth, and he now is the new Captain America, unless something has changed last time I checked. So, yeah, he's got Captain America's shield as well. What do you think, Comet?
Well, let's see. The Dancing Fool versus the Assassinator. I don't know. To Captain Lou Albano.
Pumpkin?
I'd say Lou Albano would be more annoying than anything, and ineffective in any fight. So I think that Bucky would just like rip his head off or something with his cybernetic arm.
Well, he also has that shield he could shove down his throat and go, hi! Whack!
I guess if Lou Albano was like the Terminator, it would do something, but vibranium really only affects metal that much.
Well, yeah. I don't think this one's going to be much of a match at all. Lou Albano probably dances and then gets shot. I don't know if Bucky's going to spend too much time worrying about him.
He's so entrancing, I must let him kill me.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Mario. Oh, look, he's got a knife.
And
He's
this
looking
Mario,
towards me.
this loss is for you.
Poor Lou Albano. He joins the corpse pile.
Yeah, that's like twice.
Alrighties. That was an easy one. Let's see if we can have more of a battle this time. Coming up, we have Butters from South Park.
Uh-huh.
Good old Butters. Versus George St. Pierre.
Oh, God,
From
Butters
the
is going to get
NBA.
ripped to shreds.
Oh, yeah. Well, Butters, he kind of doesn't really have any superpowers. He did become evil for a while, sort of, in the South. And he also sort of replaced Kenny for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's George St. Pierre, who's been training all of his life, is a championship holder in the MMA.
And one of my favorite MMA fighters, FYI.
And he can probably break Butters in half within a few seconds. So, we'll go to Pumpkin first this time. Pumpkin, what do you think happens?
Well, one thing you kind of forgot is that Butters is really lucky. But, yeah, I'd say that he gets punched in the head and suffers some kind of concussion, or his brain is smacked and then he dies. Even though I like Butters. And he is Professor Chaos.
Yeah. Comet, what do you think?
Oh my God! You killed Kenny!
That's what I say to that.
Except this time it's going to be Butters and not Kenny.
I know, but you said something about Kenny, so I just, went with that.
Yep.
It's Butters. That's me.
Poor Butters. I agree. I don't think Butters has any chance at all against an accomplished MMA fighter. He might be lucky, but
He ain't that lucky.
tell that to him after he's gotten clobbered in the face by that dude a couple of hundred times.
There's this one episode where he gets drowned, basically, and he survives. So, that could be, but I see that he dies, too.
Yeah, and I made a mistake. He's the welterweight champion of the world, not the lightweight. Sorry.
He still
not that it makes a big difference. He's still a badass. He's still moving on because Butters, I'm sorry, I love Butters, but there's no way in hell. Fatality.
Buttertality.
Butality. They should have butalities. Alright, he's moving on. Oh, this should be interesting. We have the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Uh-huh.
A creature that basically feeds on children and fairies.
I thought that these things are against people food.
What the hell's my bird doing?
That's something we want to hear during the tournament. What the hell's my bird doing? Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
That's hilarious.
She's like sitting back there just screeching. It's like, what the heck's your problem? Alright, versus, we've got a Pale Man versus another Pale Man in a Soggy.
Oh, Lord.
So, the Soggy, it's that thing that makes your milk cause your cereal to get soggy. And that's about it.
Can we say derp?
Well, back to Comet this time first. What do you think happens between a Pale Man and a Soggy?
Well, let's see. One makes the milk, makes everything, yuck, and the other one eats kids. I don't know. The kid eater? Jeez. I mean, little kid walking by. So it's kind of weird, Poor little kid. That'll teach you to be late for school.
Pumpkin, what do you have to say about this matchup?
No contest. Pale Man eats the Soggy. End of story.
The Pale Man eats the Soggy. I think the Pale Man might actually use... he's going to eat the Soggy so that the cereal that he has set out on his table can more accurately attract children, because children don't like soggy cereal.
Maybe it's cereal made out of little children.
God, no, ew, grossy. What do we call it? Childos? I mean,
made of children. That is disgusting. I like it. The Pale Man eats them. The Pale Man eats the children within the Soggy.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
What I said was that the Soggy Man, the Pale Man's eating cereal that's made of children, and the Soggy makes it soggy. So
okay. I thought
out of
the Soggy
vengeance.
Either way works. My bird agrees.
Your bird is very vocal when it wants to be.
I know. She normally doesn't talk, and now she's just going crazy.
Apparently, you're doing
Anywho.
something that doesn't give her attention, so she goes crazy.
Yep. Alrighty, moving on. We have Mumra.
The living. I love that.
You do that better than I do.
Well, I happen to be a big Thundercats fan.
Oh, yes.
Huge.
Versus General Robert E. Lee.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Now, Mumra, the ever-living, basically dark sorceress mummy, has magic on his side, and dark forces and all kinds of cool stuff. He does have the limitation that he only, like, if he chooses to go into ever-living mode, he can only stay there for a short period of time. But still, when he's in that mode, he's pretty badass.
Yep.
Versus Robert E. Lee, an accomplished general. He actually almost single-handedly won the Civil War for the South. But he was sort of outnumbered, and that kind of killed him.
Whoops.
And that's about it. To sum it up, long story short, he was outnumbered. He got smoked eventually. Well, he didn't die in the Civil War. He actually helped rebuild the Union after that. Anyways, we have an accomplished war general versus an undead zombie mummy of doom. Pumpkin this time.
Well,
What do you think?
with Mumra, there's actually two versions of Mumra, but Mumra would still kick his ass no matter if he's an alien or if he's the mummy, because he's got magical sorcerer powers, and Robert E. Lee, he has like a gun. He's dead. Energy blast
gun,
to the face.
Comet, what do you say?
I don't know. Let's go back to the future and find out. Yeah, Mummer wins.
Yeah.
Sorry, but Mumra is badass no matter what form he's in. Period. I mean, seriously, he was a pain in the ass to deal with a Thundercast. I'm pretty sure Robbie Lee's not gonna have any. Robbie Lee is not gonna have any prayer in hell. Sorry, Robbie Lee. As great as you were for doing things with the South, no.
Yeah, I think he's handed his second defeat.
I think that yeah. This technically would be his third, but who's quibbling over details?
Yeah, true. Alrighty, Robert E. Lee is dead. Again.
Yay!
Mumra moves on.
Yay!
And now, we have... Oh. I actually had this matchup thought before. We have Beetlejuice.
Ooh!
Beetlejuice.
Yeah!
Versus Homie D. Clown.
Oh, Lord.
Now,
Which
here's the
Beetlejuice
thing.
are we using?
First off, Beetlejuice. He's like a... well, he's basically a ghost that scares people away from ghosts. So, that's his job. And as a ghost, he's got lots of little scary things that he can do. Homie D. Clown is the clown from In Living Color, an ex-convict who's forced to dress up as a clown as part of his parole or whatever. And he has to deal with children, and he's to the point where he no longer cares. Now, I'll let Comet comment first.
Let's see. Ex-convict versus the other. That's a tough call. No. But
Bye-bye.
to Mr. Homie the Clown. I think Beetlejuice has got it all where it's at. He's the ghost with the most,
Alrighty, Pumpkin.
Well,
Pumpkin.
Beetlejuice can do lethal things to kill people, so that's probably what he'd do to Homie D. Clown. He'd like turn him inside out or something. The end.
Yeah, I can sort of see that because first off, like if Beetle, like I can see it where Beetlejuice would try his normal stuff like scaring him, just trying to scare him to death, and Homie is just sort of staring at him like, "What are you trying to do?" Like he just doesn't care. And then Beetlejuice is like, "Oh crap, I'm gonna have to actually get physical." And there's not much Homie can do. He can shoot Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice is gonna be like, "Oh, whatever." So Beetlejuice probably turns into that big snake thing that he did in the movie and eats him or something.
Yep, that's like Michael Keaton. That was really cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes, I happen to be a big Beetlejuice fan as well.
Beetlejuice. Moving on. Homie D. Clown. He doesn't even care. He's dead.
So, did he die funny?
He died funny.
He's probably happy he's dead, so he doesn't have to be a clown anymore.
I mean,
He's happy. He's like,
yeah.
kill me. Oh man. Okay. The final combatants in this round: the Mad Hatter,
Oh,
from
no.
Alice in Wonderland,
Huh?
versus Dr. Evil from Austin Powers movies.
Now,
No,
which
the Mad
version
Hatter.
of Mad Hatter are we using there, DC? Because there's two of them. There's the original one we see in the Disney, and we have the one from the book.
And the other movie.
And the movie.
Uh-huh.
Well, I did a bit of research, as I usually do, which usually involves Wikipedia. But sometimes I go into more detail. And it turns out that in the book and in, I think, the newest movie, he's a little bit of a swordsman. I haven't actually seen the new movie myself, but I think he actually pulls out the sword in it. I'm not sure.
He does. I've seen it. He does a dance
Okay.
too. Really weird.
So he is a little bit of a swordsman. That's to his advantage. He is also insane.
Yeah, so is the March Hare that he associates with.
Now, then there's Dr. Evil, who
He
is
is
also
funny.
arguably insane.
And was raised by Belgians.
Yeah. And somehow, like, here's the thing about Dr. Evil. He has enough money to build secret layers and all these cool scientific gadgets and freaking sharks with laser beams on their foreheads. And yet he still wants more money. Like, I don't get it. Anyways, Mad Hatter versus Dr. Evil. We're going, I think, Pumpkin first this time.
Dr. Evil would just invent some needlessly complicated device like women with machine guns in their breasts or something, and kill the Mad Hatter or try to, and the Mad Hatter would just be like sipping tea and get killed. He's kind of crazy.
He's just sitting there drinking tea and dies. Comet.